Alrighty, so you're still watching Ways. Celebrating its first year of existence in 1976, the Lefthanders International Organization helped raise awareness. Yes, I'm coming to you, to the myriad of difficulties that can be faced by people who are left-handed. All right, so being accused of witchcraft in the 1600s for just using one hand more than the other was only the beginning, since only 10% of the population is left-handed. Various items made, especially for those who are left-handed, are typically more expensive than right-handed counterparts. Now, objects such as scissors, knives, and even school desk can see a markup of about almost 75% more for left-handed individuals. Even sport fanatics will pay more or pay out through their nose, as golf clubs sometimes see as high as 200% increase depending on the brand. So, but even though it can be really difficult and admittedly a bit more expensive, those left-handers in the world are certainly unique and interesting people. And this is the perfect day to celebrate them. Like, I am wearing a piece by Milola today, and she's left-handed.
Tell them you're a Milola woman.
I'm
fully.
You know, whenever I see you writing with your left hand, you know, I say, hey. But there's something about left-handed people. I mean, Fashola is left-handed.
I think Barack
Obama, yes. So you will see, they just stand out.
No, I've always known a lot left-handed people to be very, very intelligent, highly intelligent. I have a niece that is left-handed, and she's so smart, is unbelievable. So it's I don't know, you know, like they say, what you don't understand, you mystify. So when you don't understand that everybody's using the right hand, and then you are the only one, that means there's something wrong with you. Something wrong with you.
My uncle was beaten.
Right.
They beat the left hand out
My
of him.
stepmom used to beat me to stop my left hand.
Wow.
And I would get caned. And I would suffer not getting my meal because I'm left-handed.
Wow.
But I struggled. I tried to use my right hand, but I never got around doing it. So with time, until one pastor rescued me from her.
Wow.
And said, you have to understand that this thing comes naturally to you. I mean, nobody teaches a child
what to. You keep watching the child until they're sure.
Based on your mental state. And really, it's interesting that people, but now I think we are perceived to be.
I used to, geniuses.
Now everybody's accepting
As you can see, I'm wearing one piece.
Yes, so Milola,
you love my outfits.
Full with the
everything.
Chopsticks.
Yes, so with the chopsticks.
You look so Korean, babe.
I am. You know, I have some roots there.
You're connecting with your Asian roots.
My Asian roots.
Right? My friend used to say to me, Damilola, I found your dad in China. I said, let my mom hear you.
Yeah.
You hear it.
You know, but I'm happy that, I mean, the awareness has come and a lot of people are now beginning to embrace the fact that
and be proud to be left-handed.
People are different. Proud. You know, it was a respect thing that you can't give an elder, you know, when you're left-handed.
Yes, it's a cultural thing.
But I'm sure that you did it because some people that I know of, because they try to force them to use their right hand. So what they do now, they write with both hands. I know people that work with both hands.
But even there's some people who were forced, and at the end of the day, they got disoriented, completely disoriented.
It happens.
Because there's a natural programming, and then when you try to alter it, the person loses
sense of
their
direction.
sense.
One thing I suffered though, with me being left-handed, is when I get to a junction, I need to decide, do I want to go right or left? I have to pause because I would naturally go to my left. It's like an auto
program.
So you should be in the UK.
I would tend to go to my left if I say, wait a minute, are you going right or left? Yes. That much I can tell. So it has to do with the brain, and it's not something that you can just culturally change. It doesn't make sense.
I'm happy I know you.
Yes, sir.
All right, so what did we find in the news? So let me start with number 5, I think.
Oh, right. That's why I don't like sitting on this chair. Anyway, so in the news, we have I have a very interesting story that had to do with cars in Nigeria. So it said the Minister of Finance and Budget and National Planning, Hajia Ahmed Zainab, said that majority of vehicles that have been imported into Nigeria were stolen. Very, like...
That's the news.
It was a shock. So the minister said that this this occurrence happened... I'm sorry, the statistics, right? The National Bureau of Statistics confirmed that between 2015 and 2019, that Nigerians imported an average of 300,000 vehicles, with an average of 48% increase in import annually, while additional 45% of vehicles are smuggled into the country annually, thus evading duty payment, of which 40% of these vehicles were stolen. So you cannot imagine. I'm asking myself most of the time, well, I don't know about others, but you know, before when you hear, oh, you want to buy a car, you would check the VIN number, right? Unfortunately, I don't know how they are able to ship in
but you see,
stolen vehicles, because up till the US, you can still trace them.
So the problem is us. It is our data. It is us, our statistics. Do you understand? It is now tidying up this, because what she's just saying basically is exposing our inefficiency. Like abroad, when you want to, even from Nigeria, if they send you pictures of the cars, you know, if you want to check the history of the car, the accident,
key in the if it's accidental, absolutely.
You can always just put the VIN number.
But it only gives you everything within the US boundaries.
Yes, that's my point. So when
we have no data.
So what is she gonna do about?
But do you know what I realized is?
So Nigeria is now
when customs stopped me on the road and they were asking about my custom papers. If you have to travel outside of Lagos State, you'd have to experience this. And I realized that the custom guys have up-to-date data. Yes. They could pull up the state in which the car came into the country. I reckon that's where they got all that information from. Yeah. But it's amazing that it's been allowed, because that's the only explanation for that. They can track it. It is proven. True. So it's been allowed. Why has it been allowed? That's not a question for the buyers to answer. It's for the government to answer.
Up to 300,000 vehicles. So Nigeria, making Nigeria the hub for stolen vehicles. I mean, our reputation continues to precede us.
It is well.
Sadly so.
All right, Milola, what did you find for us?
What I have in the news today is very exciting. It's on Linda Ikedi's blog. Okay. A JSS1 student who claims to have been picked out during a school assembly on May 2nd and given 20 lashes over an indecent hairstyle on the order of the principal was suspended. And what did she do? She filed a lawsuit against the
school?
No, the government.
Oh. Okay.
She filed a lawsuit against the Ekiti state government. I reckon that she's tried to seek. What she said is that the beating led to her fainting and she only got resuscitated. I think that was a bit extreme. But what she's doing is she's seeking 15 million in damages for breach of her fundamental rights and an immediate reinstatement to school with unfettered access to all services. Very brazen, if you ask me. I've never seen such a thing. I mean,
that is very bold.
I just don't know why and who suggested to her to sue a government. Why a government, though?
Exactly my thoughts, though.
She's claimed that she had bruises, life-threatening scars, and blood stains on the uniform. And she added that she fainted and was rushed to the police clinic in Ekiti, where she was resuscitated.
So I like the fact that she's suing them.
You do?
Yes. So
I do not agree with that.
No, we can't continue to accommodate impunity. Okay. You understand? Hairstyle. I mean, I've been flogged before.
I'd love to see that hairstyle.
My dear, yeah. I've been flogged before and the cane had spikes on it and it burst through my skin and my hand was bleeding. My father went to the school. He took the same koboko and he was going to flog the principal. He took the intervention of all the teachers to come and hold him. You don't do that. So
that's why you agree with this.
No, that's one. I will tell you the second one. The problem has always been that as we are, a lot of times teachers just feel that they can do anything and get away with it, right? And because we are not a country that actually demand for our fundamental human rights. My case, we lived in two extreme ends in Kaduna State. It was like living into the water and going to, so it's like living in Ekpe and going to school in Magodo. Do you understand? They already knew our history. He was a new principal. I kept on explaining to this man, but he
you were late. You were
yes, we were
late.
5 minutes late. And we wake up at 4 a.m. So it's not a fact that, oh, maybe we woke up late. And that particular day, I think my dad's car broke down. And we explained to the teacher. He kept on insisting and he flogged us. I said, no problem. So that was mine. My own sister, my older sister's hair used to be extremely long. And it was all natural. So she braided her hair and it came like this because it was very long.
They thought she had extensions.
Yes, the school nurse, without even asking questions. I don't have extensions on. This is my hair. The woman don't believe. It is jealousy now. She now took scissors and cut my sister's hair.
What happened to telling her to take it out?
You're not even getting the point. At least you should have loosened it to see if
there's an extension.
She kept on telling you there is no extension. So why do teachers think it is okay for you to get away with some things?
Then again,
this is very touching.
That's why I said I am happy.
The situation is also very cultural because there are other ways of being able to extend punishment if you think that a child is deserving of it, without it being brutal. Why would you have to cut a child's hair, example, or even flog a child until blood begins to come out?
Forget culture, don't worry.
Now that the young girl has chosen to sue, it's like an eye-opener. Yes. I mean, that was really bold, even though extreme, but it's a wake-up call for something that needs attention, especially when children are involved. There's so many other ways you can punish a child.
I do not think that we should make it okay for every child that get punished in school.
No, that's not what what I said. It's a wake-up call. Yes. Even though extreme, but it's a wake-up call because some people need to be called.
I agree.
Called
I was flogged on that once.
On certain
were you in school when
certain behavior that is not
it means how strong you are, and if you cry while you're being flogged, you're for your own hand.
I was at a school some years ago, and a young boy, in the school, of course, when you come, you already see the teacher with the cane already looking for who to flog.
Yes.
Before you know it, he was already hitting children, and I found that very discomforting.
No, we have to. I commend the girl. Please let them pay you that money. Next time they'll take it to the same. But my story is actually another interesting story because it's impunity. So the police released a YouTuber that was detained for criticizing the popular pastor. That's they wrote Mr. Apostle. I think he's Apostle Suleiman.
Okay.
Right. So this man, I've not seen the video of him criticizing, but in the video it was said that Apostle Suleiman was praying, for the audience to receive some kind of mysterious money alerts. You understand? So this guy posted the video. I think he was criticizing him for that video, and of course, Apostle Suleiman now sent police to go and arrest this man. So according to what the lawyer was saying, I mean, if you see the bail conditions, first of all, the bail conditions were very stringent. It's as if this guy was a criminal. For something like this, the quickest thing or the easiest thing to do or the best thing to do if you want to follow the law is actually to charge the person or sue the person, right? So it is a court case. It's not something that has to do with the police. So when you involve the police, is now becoming a criminal case. So, and this is what we're talking about, abuse of power. Because you see this man is an influential man, is a whatever, you can just order the police. The same thing we're talking about Abba Kyari arresting on hush puppies order. So these are the kinds of conversations, that if we begin to have and we begin to follow due process, a lot of people will be prosecuted. I think the police, whoever it is that arrested that YouTuber, they should actually go and arrest them and let them pay for what they did.
My sister, the only reason why you feel so passionate about this is because this one made the news. There is no doubt that there's absolute impunity in our system. The police abusing their power. You get to the station sometimes, you see some cases, you be like, why is this even in the police custody? And people feel helpless. If you do not know people, if you do not know who can take you out of those kind of, you just find yourself in a very,
they say bring 1, bring 3 or 4, if you see the bail conditions,
it's very unfortunate.
But good thing is that they are releasing him after an hour when they
be held accountable.
Yes,
it's
let's
about
hold people accountable. This is actually absolute impunity and is wrong. because you have power, you don't do whatever you think you like. Please, sue away. All right, we'll take a break. We are talking jury matter. 14 billion naira worth of jury. Stay with us. We'll be right back.